Hi there and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to self-publish. I decided to do this video because I get asked this question a lot and then I have to repeat myself quite often. So I thought I might as well just do a video about it, and then at least then the video is out there and I can just direct people to go and look at the video when they ask me the question.
I love being creative and trying new things in my journey through life. Writing best practices, tips and tricks, sharing updates on my own writing and books with different tutorials sprinkled in between. I enjoy sharing my knowledge. There's music covers and original pieces written and composed by me. Handmade jewelry reveals, sewing videos, other crafts, poetry reading, book reviews and many more. Come and join me on this journey and let's have fun together.
What I'm going to do is, this video is going to be a lot of like a point version, just so that it's not a lot of talking. At the moment you might see the lighting is very bad, and that's because our electricity is off again for the third time today. So we don't know why. They don't tell us when, what the problem is. So unfortunately, please just bear with me with the lighting, and the quality is just not that wonderful when the electricity is off. Plus I've got it on selfie camera, which makes it even worse. So yes. Okay, if you're self-publishing, there are things that you'll have to do yourself that a publisher would usually do for you if you were being traditionally published. So these things are as follows. So it is getting a proofreader and an editor, or someone that can do both things for you, getting beta readers, hiring someone to do the wraparound cover for you of your paperback or your hardcover book, and then also someone that will do the front, just the front cover for an ebook. You'll also need to hire somebody that can do your typography for your ebook and then also for your paperback book, because they are different, unless you can do it yourself, which is obviously going to be a bonus for you. You'll also need to do your own marketing of your book, unless you hire someone to do it for you, which obviously is going to cost you a lot of money, because not only do you have to pay them for their time, but you'll have to pay for the actual cost of the marketing. So like Amazon marketing, there's a large cost involved, so you need to have a large enough budget for that. If you need to do things yourself because you do not have the funds to be able to pay somebody to do it, which often happens to authors, especially the indie authors, then you will have to seriously brush up on your skills. And that means like if you're doing your own covers, you'll need to brush up on your Photoshop skills, or if you're going to do your front cover on Canva, you need to make sure you check what are the ways of doing covers and stuff. You can't just like wing it and then hope that it's okay. Another good way to check if your cover is okay, because your cover is very important in your book, because if your cover, like me, if I judge books by their cover, so if I don't like the cover, I usually bypass it, unless obviously it's someone that's asking me to do a review. Then I'll go and read the blurb to see if I'm interested. But if I'm in a bookshop, the cover is what attracts me, I'm afraid. So you need to make sure that your cover is very nice. Now, what you can do if you're doing the cover yourself and you want feedback, there are a lot of groups on Facebook where you can put your cover on and you can ask people to please give you constructive criticism or to give you feedback. What do they think? If you've got a few different options, you can put the options on and say, which one do you think is nice? What's nice about these groups is there's a lot of people that know what they're talking about, or they know what they're looking for, so they'll actually give you constructive criticism, and they'll say, I don't like the font, you must maybe try a different font, maybe try a smaller font, or colored wise, or so people actually give you, they don't just say I don't like it. Most people just actually give you feedback, which is nice. So you need to go and check that out if you are doing your own covers. If you are doing your own proofreading and you are able to do that, and you're good at English or whichever language you're doing your book in, then that's fine, but I would not skimp on an editor, because the problem is that it could actually make or break your book, if your book is not very well edited. And the problem is, out there are a lot of self-published books that are giving other self-published authors a bad name because of how bad they are. And when I say bad, I don't mean storyline bad, I mean like grammar, spelling, all those things that would have been fixed quite easily just by having an editor. So for typography, there are two different options. So if you're doing the print book typography, then you can use Adobe InDesign. I actually find that the best, unless you know how to use Scrivener, because with Scrivener you need like a degree. it's quite an in-depth program. But if you know how to use Scrivener, then obviously you can use Scrivener, to do your typography. But otherwise, you can use Adobe InDesign. And then for your ebook, you can use the free program that comes from KDP, which is Kindle Create, and they actually give you advice on how to do your book. You can put the stuff in and it fixes it for you. It's actually a very nice app. For your covers, you have two options. First of all, your print book, you can use like Photoshop or InDesign or Illustrator, all Adobe products, or you can start with Canva and then finish off with those. The only thing is Canva only does a front cover. So Canva would be a good option for an ebook cover because it's just the front cover. But the problem is, obviously, you'd want your ebook and your print book to look the same. So you don't want to have to do that cover in both areas. So you can always save the cover in Canva and then copy it over into the other program, or you can just use the other program for both. And then it comes to your proofreading and your editing. Like I say, obviously, try and rather get an editor to do it. If you want to do proofreading yourself, it's okay. There are options that can help you do your proofreading nicely, which is Grammarly and Hemingway Editor. The only problem is, if you are writing for a South African audience or UK language, I'm not sure if you can change the English to be for your country. As far as I know, it's just basically US English, and that's very different from South African and UK English. So for publishing your book, you can do it through KDP for free, but they do not help you with your marketing at all unless you pay them. You also hardly get any royalties for sales that are done through your expanded distribution, in not just your ebooks, but like bookshops and all of that channels. And also, I heard the other day that people can read your book and they can give it back, and then the money gets taken away from you. And this will also affect your royalties. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through Ingram Spark, and what I'll do is I'll link them below as well. I'll also link KDP just in case you do want to go through them. The only thing is Ingram Spark is not free, so they offer several things for what they charge for. The cost for their print and ebook package is $49 for both. So this is not a bad price at all because of what you get in it. So what you get for your $49 per book is the following: global distribution to over 40,000 retailers and libraries, availability to Amazon, Apple, Kobo, and Barnes & Noble, print quality and e-reader compatibility, online sales reporting, all managed from a single platform. There is also free publishing tools and resources like weekly blog, podcast, online courses, downloadable guides, and more. There's discounts with outside experts on publisher services, 24/7 customer support, affordable advertising opportunities, and then access to Ingram Spark's book building tool, which is obviously helpful. When it comes to KDP marketing tactics on Amazon, you can actually ask for training from several people. You can even go onto YouTube. I received my training, although I need to refresh it myself on it, but I received my original training from Ashley Giannacaro. I hope I'm saying that right and I'm not completely butchering her surname. And what I'll do is I'll link her, I think her Instagram probably is the best. Well, what I'll do is I'll link her Instagram and her Facebook in the description block below, and then you can just maybe contact her if you would like some training on Amazon advertising. She's very good at it. I can also let you know that I am able to help you with any of your graphic design for your cover. I can also help you with proofreading and typography. So if you want to contact me for that, you can do so. My email address is in the description block below. And that's it. That is what you would need to do to self-publish. There are a lot of other little moving parts in there, but this is just the general amount, the general things that you need to know. The other things you will, as you come across it, then you will get to know what to do with it, because each author's journey is different. I hope that the video helped you, and if it did, if you can please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, if you can please do so and click the subscription block below. It shows support for my channel, which I really do appreciate. And if you go and look in the description block below, you will find all of the links and all of my social media, including my blog, which is where you'll find more content from me. And if you go to www.patreon.com/Ondeane Lourens, you'll also find more content from me, and it's also the best place for you to support what I do on this channel and also what I do on my blog. So I hope that you have a lovely day further. Keep your crystal on, your sparkle strong, and enjoy your moments. Goodbye.